Hi everyone, Red here. Today we're going to be talking about my Legend of Zelda Wind Waker remake. Nah, I'm kidding on. I'm not remaking Legends of Zelda Wind Waker. You may be confused because the island looks like Windfall Island from the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, but it is in fact just a homage. For people that are confused, this is a game that I'm creating on Dreams. Dreams is the PlayStation creation tool made by Media Molecule, the same people that did Little Big Planet. I am making a game. It's actually a sequel to a game that I already made. Red and the Phantom Castle was the first one. I'm now making a game called Red and the Cursed Isles, which is this one. Which is very nautical based. It's out in the open sea. You go to various islands and obviously progress through the story. There's much more to it, but I thought I would talk about this exact image mainly because I had someone ask me if I was making a Wind Waker remake because they saw this, and I had to tell them no. The game is 100% original IP. The shape of the island and how things are kind of set out are very similar. Wind Waker is my favourite Legends of Zelda game, and I just wanted to pay a bit of homage to it. This is the only reference, it's the only reference to Wind Waker in the game, the shape of the island. Everything else is pretty much, brand new. For instance, you'll notice when you come in closer, so the shape of the island is pretty much very similar, but obviously in Wind Waker you had the bomb shop up here, you didn't have the lighthouse, you had a couple extra docks. This is all very similar where you would come through here, and these two buildings are loosely based off of the same concept, but it is pretty much all brand spanking new. So I'm going to just disable a cutscene real quick so that nothing is spoiled. And I'll let us go through it. So the game is an adventure platformer game. You've got quests and dialogue. You're able to go to many different islands. You're able to sail about like Wind Waker. Wind Waker was a very big inspiration for the game, and just how I wanted it to be and how I wanted it to play. Currently there's a demo out right now for the game on Dreams, although you aren't able to play it yet. It's only until DreamsCon at the end of the month, the 27th I think, which is when the demo properly goes live, and you'll be playing this island only at night time. What you're seeing right now isn't the finished product. There's still plenty of stuff to go into this, but for the most part, the design of the island is pretty much done. Again, you're able to talk to people as much as you want. Some will have quests, some won't, and they'll be voiced as well. I still to get voice actors in to do certain roles in certain parts, but for the most of it, the island's done. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of sit and chat and talk about kind of what to expect with the game. A lot of people, I've been pretty in the dark about it for the past. I started making this in January. Was when I went into production for the sequel of the game, and obviously there's. I'll show this to you guys. Also, because I'm terrible with keeping a secret, but there will be secrets that bombs can get you into, and things like that. There's a lot of secrets in the game. There's a lot of little hidden things, hidden doodads and such that you can go and explore. Like I said, the game's a kind of platformer adventure game. It's going to have quests, it's dialogue trees. It's not going to be a kind of like a choice game. I don't really like choice games where the character has already been created, if you know what I mean. Like, Red is a character with a very set goal in mind and very kind of set emotions and stuff towards everything. And I feel like games that allow you to make different decisions from what that character would make, I'm not a fan of that medium. If it's a game where you create your character and then you choose the dialogue, that's fine. But for this, Red's a set character, so it kind of follows the storyline. But the awesome thing about this is it's a lot more open world. You're able to go into basically any building that you see, you're able to go into. You're able to take your ship and start sailing the seas to go to different islands. You're able to go into there. I'll just give a quick wee. Oh, you can't even show you it. Oh well. Can't show you because it's not linked up yet. But yes, I just really wanted to talk about kind of the game and show you guys a wee bit of extra stuff. A lot more information is going to come out around Dreamscom later in the month. But to people that don't have Dreams or kind of on the fence about getting it, I would highly recommend it. I'm the sole creator on this. I do have help with a couple of the assets. For instance, I've got a friend Sean who helps with a lot of interior design. But for the most part, I'm building everything myself, the logic especially, and the gameplay. And I would honestly say this is going to be one of the biggest games on Dreams. 100%. The amount of stuff you can do, the amount of characters that you'll be introduced to, and the amount of fun that you can have in the game is going to be a very high standard game. And I would definitely like you to consider like checking it out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't really have a goal or a driving force to the video today. I really just did want to talk about the game and kind of show you. I always want to show stuff off, but I don't want to show too much off. And I feel like this is the very first island you go to, and in fact, this is where the demo takes place as well. So it's really not revealing too much, except showing it at night. The island is pretty big. There are bigger islands. In fact, this island is quite small compared to a lot of other islands, especially in terms of what you can do. You are able to go into every place that's got a door. You are able to go inside and see what there is and talk to characters, get quests, that sort of thing. There'll be mini games, there'll be fights and cutscenes and everything you would expect from a full-fledged game. I know Dreams tends to get a bad rap because it's a game on a game sort of thing. But the content getting made on Dreams right now is some of the highest caliber stuff out there, honestly. For a bunch of indie devs, this is non-profit. I don't make a penny from this at all. But I've put hours now, hundreds of hours into crafting it and making it amazing for people to play. I'd say Dreams is rivaling some companies that are getting honestly a lot of money to make games, because it's not only just a hobby. You know what, it'd be an insult to say it's just a hobby. I'm doing it definitely for the kind of the, not notoriety, but to build something from it. As I'm sure that you're aware, if you're not new to the channel, the character that this is based on, the main character Red, he's the mascot of the channel, and kind of everything that I create is loosely based off him. There's a few videos where I just do gameplay and stuff like that, but even if you go over to my Twitch, which is Red Katsu as well, you'll notice that the entire Twitch is fully based off him. He's the mascot for every social media platform, everything that I do. He's the kind of driving force for it. So yeah, just a wee teaser for yous. I hope this gets you excited or at least piques your interest. It's going to be a lot of fun. Dreamscom comes out at the 27th of July, where the demo will be available. So if you consider getting the game by then, you can test out the game for yourself and see if it's for you. It plays a lot like Zelda. In fact, I'll just kind of run about and show you how it plays, because a lot of this is in the demo. So yes, you're able to, you've got items at the bottom left, which I'm kind of covering. Just move out the way. Yeah, there's items. You've got a wee map that will kind of give you all your stuff. This is kind of your pause menu, but it doesn't actually pause your game. You've got a wrench, you've got the ability to heal yourself. You've got a wee bomb that you can put down, and this will... bomb's still a work in progress. Everything's a work in progress, obviously. You're able to take out your sword. Got a wee cheeky combo, wee spin attack, put the sword away. You got a double jump. You got a sprint. Everything comes down the bottom right. So when your character changes into a different variant of itself, it'll tell you. So there's sword form and there's sprint. And obviously you've got punch combos, wee kicks, and you'll have other abilities as well throughout the game. But I don't want to show off too much. The game is hopefully going to release sometime in November, probably mid to late November this year. I've actually somehow managed to make this game, which is 3 times the size of my original game, The Phantom Castle, I will essentially be making it under a year. Purely just because I'm putting a lot of time into it, but I've also got quite a bit of help. There are a lot of community assets used within the game, which is amazing because I mean I feel like being able to use already created assets is very helpful. And what I mean by created assets is like the rocks and stuff. This lighthouse. Actually, I don't think these rocks might be my rocks. But things like the bushes and the flowers and stuff, they're already created assets. But then you've got things that I've created, like the boat. All the characters have been created by me. They're all original characters. There's not a single used IP in the game. The closest thing to that is the shape of the island, and again, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed me rambling for about 10 minutes. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'm always happy to answer and to talk about kind of what more there is in the game, because this is a massive passion project for me. I love the story that I'm telling. This is the sequel that ups the first game in every way, shape and form. So yeah, hopefully you're excited, hopefully you're interested, and again, consider getting Dreams, because that is the only way you'll be able to play the game. But I hope you had fun. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video, whenever that may be.